There are a couple of more settings for comments that I'd like to discuss with you. The next one is called Default for Posts. This basically is your on-off switch. Unlike Show and Hide, which allows for any existing comments to be hidden from view or shown, this actually is the default for any new post that you write, whether it will or will not have comments. So if you do not want comments, you will simply take this drop-down menu and choose New Posts Do Not Have Comments. But since we're setting this up to allow for comments, we leave it on the default, which is that New Posts have comments. And this means that any future posts that we write will have the ability for people, and as we've set it to anyone, for people from anywhere on the net to be able to post to your entries. And those comments are then displayed with your entry. Now, the final feature on this page is comment notification. I absolutely love this feature. I have to tell you right off the bat that I don't use it, but I think it's a wonderful feature, and I'll explain why I don't use it and give you a little insight into that in just a second. Basically, what this feature does is that every time somebody comments on your blog, you can have a notification sent to you at your email address. So if you want to do that, you would put in your email address, just like this. So that's molly@molly.com. And that means that once I've saved these settings, anybody commenting to my weblog, that will generate a notification that comes into my email. And this is really nice because you can begin to see, okay, well, is that a desirable post? Is that not a desirable post? And you can have better maintenance and control over what's going on. Now, the reason that I do not use comment notification is because on a very active site, that means every single comment that gets commented is sent to your email. I deal with so much email at molly@molly.com in a given day that adding to that maintenance issue creates even a more complicated maintenance issue. So there are a couple of alternatives to that. If you have a very busy blog, but you definitely want to have notification, you can set up an alternate address instead of your main address. So let's say I wanted to set this up at my Yahoo address instead of my main address so that I know that comment notifications are going into a very specific address. I can look there at my discretion. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is just to leave it blank and not have notification and check your comments on your own time, on your own schedule, and do the maintenance, the deletions, whatever you need to do, at your own discretion. So we're going to leave this blank for right now because I don't want to add to my email. So if you think that comment notification will be helpful for you, go ahead and put in your preferred email address in that field. If you don't want to have comment notification, leave it blank. I suggest maybe at first you try it out. If you find your blog becomes too popular, you can always turn it off. So let's go ahead and save our settings for comments. Click Save Settings, and Blogger will tell you your settings were saved successfully.